Okay, welcome back, guys. It's Chris Lindsay, Go to Sleep Critter Control. I've got the red fox that I caught the other day, and he's froze completely solid. You know what I mean? I've never tried to skin something that's frozen solid before. I asked Chris from Coyote Trapping School to give me some advice. He's a busy man. He ain't had time to respond to me yet. So I'm going to try to skin him the way that I normally skin him, okay? And I use an air compressor. Now, I don't know how well it's going to work because he's completely frozen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to make me a good little cut, and then I got to work my tip of my knife underneath that flesh where it's froze solid. You see, so I'm going to have to work it into there for a ways. And I think I'm actually going to do that with the tip of this file here, just so I don't accidentally slip and make a cut I don't need to cut. Just like that. And then you take your tip, and this is just your regular compressor wand tip. And I apologize because once I start letting air out of this tank, that's going to get real loud and you ain't really going to be able to hear what I'm saying. So. It's usually not that hard to get your tip into the hole that you've made, but where everything's frozen up in there, it's not going as it would, but it is separating, so that's good. As you can see, I'm just demolishing this back leg here. Get it up and under. Yeah, guys, with as froze solid as this is, there's no way it's going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut us out on this video right here, and I'm going to start skinning them normal wise. Cut the rings around the back legs, go from the change of the color to the vent, around the testicles, and just start going down that way. And we'll see how it pans out when it unthaws. I'll check back in with you guys here after a while. I can only make 15-minute videos total and be able to post them to YouTube because I only have a phone. Real small time, I don't have the equipment that I need. But I'll get back with you guys here as soon as I can. Okay guys, so we're back again. And it didn't go so well. The air compressor wouldn't work because the body was too frozen, the skin was too stuck to the meat. It's frozen solid. But as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I don't know how good you guys can see right here. I'll actually take this other glove off so I can walk out here and show you a little better in the light. But you can see right here, the tattoos make it kind of hard to see, but I'm not even sure if I'm pointing my camera at it. Hold on, let me bring you guys back from a different angle. There we go, and I can't see how good my focus is, but right there you can see the perfect imprints of its teeth, you know what I mean? And I'll bring you guys back 1 second. Okay, so here we are again in my father-in-law's garage, my amazing trapping facility. Well, me being the dumbass that I am, when I grew up, we bred pit bulls. That's what we had at any given time. We had between 4 and 12 pit bulls. You know what I mean? Most of them were puppies for sale and shit like that. But when you breed animals like that, you tend to look at a fox as kind of a lesser animal. You know what I mean? Because they're so tiny, they're cute. You know what I mean? And I left my catch pole in one of my vehicles. I've got all my trapping stuff spread out through all my vehicles. So I had the catch pole in my Expedition, and I was checking my line on my 4-wheeler. Well, I had this really nice looking fox. I hip caught him, so he had a tremendous amount of fur damage, you know what I mean, around his hips. Completely rubbed out all the fur in a perfect circle around his hips. If any of you guys have ever snared anything on a fence and got a hip catch, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, this was day before yesterday. First day I caught a coon, second day I caught this, and then yesterday I caught the skunk in the 330 that I showed you guys. Well, I get to talking to my mother-in-law and my wife about this bite, you know what I mean? And none of them, I didn't really tell no one that he had got me. He got me through a hoodie, didn't break the skin, it didn't make me bleed. Well, my mother-in-law, she's from this area, and she immediately starts freaking out, telling me all these horror stories about people when she was younger catching rabies from skunks and coons and foxes and stuff like that, and the bats too. I guess bats carry rabies more than any other creature. So I called the lady for control, the disease control lady here in Utah at the Tri-County Health Department, and she told me that I immediately need to remove the head from the animal if it's still intact, put it in a bag on ice, and get it down there to them. And I need to take this first level of this shot because I've already waited too long to just have them test the skull to see if it's contaminated. You know what I mean? She asked me, well, was it behaving like it wasn't in its normal pattern of activities? And all I could think to myself was, Jesus, lady, I just told you it was caught in a damn trap and there was a human trying to grab it. Of course it was acting out of its normal character. Hello. Well, so now I tried to skin it out first because he's got really prime fur and it's really beautiful animal, you know what I mean? And I would like to tan the leather out myself to make like a hat or something out of it, you know what I mean? But didn't work out that way, and I'm too freaked out about having rabies to be patient enough to let it unthaw just a little bit to skin it, because she told me that the brain cannot unthaw at all. It has to be completely frozen until the people that their labs do it. So let me show you guys what I've done. And I know all you guys that are about the fur and all that are gonna just cringe and probably block me and hate me. But what I've had to do is just take an old lumber saw and cut his frozen little head off. And I did it right at the base of the skull, as you can see. And God, I gotta tell you, it pisses me off because I really, really, really wanted to do something with this hide. But where everyone's got me so freaked out about having rabies, I need to get this little son of a bitch in and get him tested. It sucks. I hate to, you know what I mean? But I'm still gonna let him sit here in my garage and unthaw a little bit. But you can see this massive fur damage I'm talking about. It's froze down and matted, but it's completely rubbed away. You see what I mean? And it goes all the way around. And this little fella right here, no, sorry about that. The camera gets a little wandery. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a pro at this. But you can see it's just tremendous damage in here, all the way around. And I got to tell you something. This fox smells like a skunk 3 times as bad as the skunk that I caught yesterday. All right, guys, I better get this video cut short, edited together, and posted up before I run out of data. Have a good one.